Good evening, I'm Lynn Cannon outside the GRB where 1,050 people are still staying tonight, and we are getting conflicting information about where these people will be going next. This morning, the mayor is saying he would like to close the GRB down to these evacuees by Saturday and switch them to a more long-term housing situation. But then this is where it gets tricky. We saw this flyer that was handed out to people who are staying here this afternoon. It says within the next 48 hours, there will be buses moving them out to the old Northwest Mall. However, at the same time, evacuees were getting the notice. Mayor Turner said nothing about the Northwest Mall shelter at his morning news conference, instead talking about a long-term apartment housing for evacuees.
The goal is to put people in housing in a better position than where they currently are, and in many cases, better than they were before the storm.
And adding to the confusion, the Red Cross now tells us the Northwest Mall shelter that the mayor is talking about is not a done deal. The Red Cross saying it is reevaluating the best location. And oh, by the way, if you're wondering about beyond the GRB, the NRG also has about 2,000 people in that location. We are told the NRG that's out near the stadium, that will close on September 23rd. No matter what shelter it is you're talking about, eventually these folks will be moving to some sort of temporary shelter. The question is exactly where. One of the people that is now in limbo tonight is a woman with 5 children staying here at the GRB. Jason Miles has been talking to her about the difficulties and the hurdles she faces in the next step. Jason, this is really hard to hear.
Yeah, despite all of this mom is taking things in stride. She says she's grateful for the food, the place to stay, and other services here at the GRB, but she admits it's frustrating going through the process trying to find a more permanent housing situation. Erica Kane and her 5 kids, 2 of whom are twins.
This is Brian, he's 11. This is Bryson, he's a year. This is Bradley, he's 11. This is Billy, he's 12. And that's Brianna, she's 9.
Have called the George R. Brown Convention Center home for more than 2 weeks.
It was Saturday when we got the flood, when it started coming in the house.
Like so many people we watched abandon their homes during the flood, Kane and her kids tried to leave in their car. She says they were rescued from a bridge, spent the night at a school, and later bused to the GRB.
It normally takes 15 minutes, but we got here in 3 hours. We had so many detours to go through.
Kane says she now has little direction as she navigates a path to recovery.
And that's frustrating. Y'all come asking us the same questions, getting our information saying y'all trying to place us, but we don't know where we're going after this.
At this point, the city says about 2/3 of the people housed at the GRB are like Kane, people who lost their homes as a result of the flood. The remaining 300 or so were homeless before the storm hit.
When I got here, I got a towel, I got clean clothes, clean socks, shoes, shower. Alex
Cantu plans to go to the Salvation Army for shelter when the GRB closes. He's grateful for the dry clothes and warm food he's gotten.
I would thank the man upstairs. God is his name.
Kane is hopeful for any help she and her family can get.
I'm being patient, waiting on somewhere to be placed, because I know a lot of people have already been placed.
And the city of Houston's goal is to pay for about 6 months of housing for these people, the other people at the other shelters, Lynn. And I should mention a couple of ladies here from an apartment complex out in the West Park area. We're here recruiting, so to speak, saying their complex. I know a lot of others are waiving fees like security deposits. Of course, that's for people who can also pay rent in the coming months.
Right. But 6 months, that's like a lifeline a lot of people will need. Jason, thank you very much.